What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about all of my Amazon failures, the mistakes I made when I was first selling, all the way to now when I'm still selling. So I'm not just going to say what the mistakes are, I'll explain them, why I made them, because a lot of them are common mistakes you guys will probably make when you're starting off Amazon selling because you just don't know what you don't know. So I'll tell you what they are and how you can avoid them and not make the same, because I probably lost a couple $100 or $1,000 due to these, whether it was straight out of my pocket or in lost sales or otherwise. So I do have a list. The first thing on the list is going to be the main thing you guys probably already know about, which is product research. Product research is really everything when it comes to Amazon selling. And a lot of us want to jump on a product because we see good sales, even though it might be pretty competitive with reviews and listings and bigger name brands, a couple other things. But jumping on a product too quick, or because the sales look good and disregarding other things, thinking you're still gonna get in there and get ranked, was my first mistake I ever made, and probably one a lot of you made if you weren't following along too closely or didn't do product research correctly. Is just jumping in because, oh, those sales look really good. Even if I can get a tiny piece, I'll be happy. I'll get 2-3 sales a day. That's fine. Even though our goal is kind of 10. Well, that's usually not the case. It's too competitive. You can usually sell out very slowly, but you're missing that opportunity to sell something better. So jumping in on a product was the very first thing, and using older product research methods that not don't work, but make it way more difficult and a lot of guesswork, such as going off. So the example here is if I type in camping, I'll go off this. I'll be like, oh, people are searching these the most. These are very popular items. Maybe I'm going to sell these. Well, if you look at any of these, they're probably going to be way too competitive. The things that have done well on Amazon for me are all random little things you've never heard of, and it's easy to get in there and get ranked with those. And one thing that goes hand in hand with the product research is not differentiating your product. And a good example of that is a letterboard. So I'll have a lot of my students ask me about this product because the numbers look decent and reviews aren't too high. The sales are pretty good, but what is something you see with all these listings? They're all pretty much the exact same thing. It's a board with letters in a bag. Now let's count. Now these are sponsored, so people are paying to be there. So same thing, same thing. Okay, this one comes with a box, different sizes, but same thing. This one has a little easel. This one has scissors. So it's kind of the same thing down the line. There's not too much differentiation. And that's usually a big factor in choosing a product myself, because if I'm going to go sell the same exact thing as everyone else, it's going to be a race to the bottom with price, and that's not something I want. I want to add more value to my listing. I want mine to look way better than everyone else's, and I can charge a higher price. And that has been the case with some of my products. I'll charge $6, $7 more in price, but I'll add something that costs me maybe $1 to add in there, and I'll get more sales than my competition at $7 higher. Now, one of the next mistakes I made when I was starting selling on Amazon is selling a patented product. So patents are something you have to look for. Even if you see other people selling the exact same thing on Amazon, that doesn't mean there's no patents. Amazon doesn't usually regulate patents on their site. That is the government's job or the patent owner. Now, just because people are up there and selling, and they have been, doesn't mean it's not patented. The owner can come in at any time and sue you if they wanted to if you're selling a patented product. Now, how can we see if a product is patented? Because there is no black or white, yes, this is patented, no, this is not. Patents, you have to look into it more legally, and you can hire someone if you want to, or do your own search. So what I use is Google Patents, and now I personally hire someone, but when I started, Google Patents is a very easy way to do it. Now, the example I want to give you guys is one of the products I sold starting off, which was a mistake of mine, which was the faucet extender. We can see tons of different products, and you're going to have to go through some of these and look at the pictures, the description, and see if it fits what you want. The example of the one I sold is right here. So fourth down, you can see images of what it looks like. You can bring these up and look. Now, you're thinking to yourself right now, well, wouldn't every single product be patented? Well, patents have a certain life. They have to be granted. They can expire if the person does not pay the fees. So one thing you can look at right here is the dates down here, the application, and the status. So you can see this one still looks like it's active, but it only goes to 2013. Now, that does not mean it's over. You can see when they applied and different things. What I like to do is I'll scroll to the very bottom. Again, this is just Google Patents. I'll leave a link in the description. and look under legal events. Now, if you look under legal events, you can see 2016 right here, they've made their fee payment. So it looks like this one is still active. They've made 4 fee payments since 2013. You can see who owns the patent, what date it was effective, so 2012. So this one looks like it's still active. So this would not be an item I would want to sell. Now, an example of an expired patent I found, you can see right here, 1962. It expired because of its lifetime. So patents can only last a certain amount of time. And next came trademarks. Now, what are trademarks? What's copyright? I did not know you could not use certain words because people can trademark words or a set of words. So I sold a product and the words were trademarked, and I got my listing taken down because of that by Amazon, because the owner of those words complained to Amazon. And then I took those words out of my title, my description, and my keywords, and my listing went back up live. But because I used those words, whether it's even in the keywords, title, or description, I was not allowed to because they're trademarked. So the example I'll do today is fidget spinner. So again, this site is in the description. So you can search between just words and designs, and other things along that. So I'm just going to search words here, click submit, and you can see all of these are dead. So just fidget spinner, it's dead. We're good to use that one now. We cannot use fidget spinner like that. We cannot use try spinner fidget toy. Oh, that's dead. Actually, we can. We cannot use fidget spinners cons. So we cannot use any of these words that are live, but we can use the ones that are dead. And you can click on to see more information and certain words, but there's usually not a ton, but it's at least something worth looking into when you're starting your product and words around your niche. Now, as far as copyright photos, we touched trademark words. So copyright photos, just don't use a photo you did not take. It's pretty much that simple. You might not get caught for it, but it's not worth it. And I have had a listing temporarily suspended for that and had someone say, hey, you're using images that I own, take them down or I will have to pursue you legally. Take them down. Sometimes your listing will get taken down. So don't take images you find off Google. Take your own, Photoshop your own, and make sure you have the rights to it and you're not using anyone else's. And sometimes you will get pictures from your supplier and they might have stolen those. That was the case with mine. I wasn't trying to use someone else's photos. I used the ones my supplier had on their website. I asked them for permission, but it ended up one of my competitors actually took those photos and had the rights to them. So be careful when it comes to that. Now, the next mistake I made was selling a restricted product or trying to sell in a category that was gated that I was not ungated in. So Amazon has certain categories. Some are gated, meaning you need approval to sell in them, and some require a lot more information than others. For example, if you're trying to get approved in apparel, it's very easy. Same with automotive and power sports. Very easy to get approved. But if you're trying to get approved for something like grocery and food, you need a lot of different invoices, you need FBA approval, and different things along those lines. So even if you list the product in another category, think you're being sneaky, and try and list it in that, Amazon knows and will change it based off your keywords and put it where they think is fit. And if it happens to be in a gated category and you're not ungated, that listing will be taken down. So you can't really outsmart the system here. Either try and get ungated or make sure you do your research. So I'll leave a link of all the categories right here, this page, in the description, as well as this next page. So that's gated categories, but also Amazon has restricted products. Restricted products mean you're just not allowed to sell on Amazon unless you get approval ahead of time. Now, you will see a lot of these products listed for sale, which either means that person got approval or they have not been caught yet by Amazon. Most of the time, they'll catch you within a month, usually a week or two at most. Example of the product I sold on this was lockpick sets. So you can't sell any lockpicking device. I got it. I ordered 300 units, I think. I sold about 100 my first week. My listing got taken down. Ended up selling the rest on eBay, which is also restricted on eBay. They took me down after about a month there, but I ended up selling out my inventory. But that's not a mistake you want to make because some of the products can look really good. Like I said, the lockpick set, if you go look at the numbers, looks really good still. But that is why there's very few listings, and the ones that are up there have very small reviews because it's a restricted product. It's a big liability for Amazon to have that for sale on their site. Now, one of the weird ones is the adult category or the sexual wellness category. You type in a certain product in that niche, it pops up, and it doesn't look competitive. Sales look good. Now, let me show you an example. So we'll just use a vibrator for fun. So we just search in all categories, right? And we see okay, it looks pretty competitive, these top 3 guys selling here, but then it looks very little competition. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, that's not the case. You're seeing when you're searching in all departments, but look right here. It says visit Amazon sexual wellness store, view more results including adult items. So these have not been marked as adult. You can mark it as adult when you're listing. And like I said, you can't outsmart this system. Amazon will mark it as adult after a day or 2 if you do not. So you'll be here, and that is why some of these are here. Some, like I said, just don't get stuck in the adult category very rarely. Most likely, these listings all right here will be moved to the adult category. So see how it doesn't look competitive here, and sales look pretty good if you pull up Jungle Scout? Well, if we click into the sexual wellness store and actually search the same thing, it gets more competitive. There's a lot more listings with a lot of reviews. You can see here, hundreds. So this is where the majority of the listings are, and you do not want to get stuck in that category because 1, you can't run pay-per-click ads on Amazon. You can't run Facebook ads to it. So you're holding out for organic sales only, and no one's going to see you unless they search in sexual wellness, which most people don't search first thing on Amazon to that. Most people don't know about that. Now, one of the last mistakes I made with selling on Amazon was trying to get rid of a bad product. I listed it at a very low price thinking it would sell more, which you think about, yes, that makes sense. That sounds like it would work. However, items on Amazon that are under $9.99 for the most part are considered add-on items, which means you need to order at least $35 worth of merchandise or whatever you're buying off Amazon. Your order needs to exceed $35 in order for you to order that item. So if I want to just go buy toilet paper, need to wipe my butt some more, it's an add-on item. So if I add it to my cart, I have to add $30 more. So you can see right here, free 1-day shipping, qualifying orders over $35. So add-on item, if we click here, you can see ships with any qualifying orders over 25. Sorry, 25, not 35. So I'd have to order $20 more worth of stuff if I want to even purchase this. So make sure you are not pricing your items too low. You can see anything below, usually $7.99, $9.99, $8.40. You can see under $9.99 and fulfilled by Amazon is an add-on item. Now, reason being is Amazon has people pay for Prime monthly, so they're not paying for shipping. It's free 2-day shipping. If Amazon's not making any money with the FBA fees, it's something small and light, and it's a very cheap product, Amazon takes 15% of the sale price. They're not making any money on this, and if they're not making money, why would they be doing it? So that is why these are considered add-on items and only ship with larger orders. Now, the very last mistake I made is going to be not wanting to use email follow-ups with Amazon customers because I didn't think it would really make a difference. And when I started using them, I noticed refund rates went down. My sales from the same customers went up because I did have 1 or 2 products in the same niche and it's easy to market, and just a better overall seller rating for your own profile, which helps you. And the very last little thing I forgot is to keep track of your sales, your profits, your advertising, money in and out in your business in Excel or some kind of program like QuickBooks. I found Excel to be very easy with Amazon, very easy to set up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You learned something. I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes that I do. So if you guys want, I do have an Amazon course. It will be the first link in the description, and I've had some great student results recently. I'm thinking of making another video showcasing one or showcasing a few a week. So if you have any questions about Amazon, let me know. There's going to be a lot more videos on my channel about Amazon in the upcoming weeks. It's going to be my focus again because we kind of got off track with a couple other things, but we're back to mainly Amazon. So if you have a video idea or topic you want to see about Amazon, leave it in the comments. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.